The title of your paper is Generic Elective. Another title is also given in the syllabus book. It is also called Open Elective. And the subject that you have chosen is English for competitive exams. So as you know, National Education Policy 2020 has introduced a couple of new subjects for all the branches that you are studying in. Whether it is Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Commerce, Faculty of Sciences, whatever. One paper which is now made compulsory is Indian Knowledge System. And I hope you have already attended a couple of classes on this particular topic or for this particular subject. At the same time, 3 optionals that you choose or that you opt for, you pick up one as a skill development course called SEC. What is that? Skill Enhancement Course. And you are expected to select one of your 3 optionals that you have chosen already for your own course or the program that you are studying in. But now I am talking about one more new introduction in the educational system as per NEP 2020, that is Open Elective or Generic Elective, and the title of our paper is English for Competitive Exams. Now before I begin with the entire portion which is prescribed by the university and let you know some inputs about it, I think I am supposed to discuss the title of the paper that you are going to study in this year. I mean to say the first semester as well as second semester. And the title is English for Competitive Exams, paper 1 that you will study in this semester. And of course, paper 2 with the same title that you will study in second semester. So in this year, you are going to learn some of the inputs on the competitive examination oriented syllabi which is designed by the university for you. As you are the students of either sciences or commerce, those who can opt English as a generic elective subject. So when you have taken up this subject, it seems that you understood the importance of English in the present scenario. Right? See, all of you are studying some or the other course. All of you have taken up your own programs. Right? Each program has its own objectives, its own outcome once you complete after 3 years or 4 years, whatever. So here, when you have taken up this subject, English for competitive exams, it means already you have understood the importance of English in the present scenario. As you know very well, English has become a global language today. What is that? Is it only a link language now? No. Is it only the international language now? No. It has become a global language because we are communicating with the people on the surface of the earth, and at the same time we are communicating with the people, those who are in the space outside the barriers of the earth. right? It means this language has become a global language in the real sense, right? But at the same time, you need to understand one thing, that is it sufficient to say that this international language has become a global language today and just we should or we are supposed to learn this? No, it's not like that. I would go beyond that, and I would say English has become a language for survival today. If any learned individual wants to establish in life, wants to settle down in life, either by doing some business or by joining some or the other job, ultimately there are only two means of earning, right? Education is of course going to make an individual a good citizen for the country, no doubt about it. That is the main objective of education. But ultimately, when you think at your own personal level, independently, you want to settle down in life. And how is the settlement possible? Either you will begin with your own enterprise or else a business, right? And you will establish as an entrepreneur. And you may offer jobs to other people by doing business. Or else you will be an employee like me. I am the employee of this institution. At the same time, I am working for the government of Maharashtra, being a teacher. So likewise, you need to understand that. This particular language has become the language for survival. How? You may get into any arena, any field, any area. You will realize that without English, you cannot even enter, and without English, you cannot even sustain, and without English, you cannot even survive. That kind of importance is being given to English language nowadays. Okay, as long as you are in a small city or small town of this kind, or else even up to your region, that is Marathwada or any other region, that's okay, you can survive. But if you want to make your career, if you want to be successful in your own career, what is needed today? Command over English language. Already you are the students of sciences. You are going to study basic sciences as the core of your study, correct? And of course you will learn all that in which medium? Of course English medium. Nobody is going to teach you sciences in Marathi medium. Is there anybody who is going to teach you Marathi medium science or science in Marathi medium? No. So here, when you are going to get into some or the other area where you want to make your career, or you have your own career options, whatever career options that you choose, after doing your degree, you may get into PG, you may get into PhD, you may go somewhere as a scientist, right? After doing your degree, you may get into industry, you may work there as a professional, right? Or else you may get into the government jobs by qualifying either MPSC or UPSC examinations. You may get into the staff selection commission examinations or banking examinations, or the opportunities available in insurance. Several areas are there, several avenues are there where you can make your career, right? So when you try your level best in order to get into that job, don't you think that without English you cannot qualify it? You should think of. If you see the UPSC examinations, correct? In that one also, you are supposed to be well prepared as far as basics of English is concerned. If you go for staff selection examinations for any clerical posts, they do conduct a separate test for your competency in English. If you go for banking examinations or insurance examinations, insurance companies are also conducting their selection rounds, they conduct exams, they test your competence of English. Got it? So today, wherever you go, not only in the field of sciences, but beyond that, apart from it, wherever you go to make your career, and if at all you want to get into it, what is necessary today? What is necessary? The competence of English language is necessary. Now the question is, when the university has designed his course by the title English for Competitive Exams, paper 1 that I am going to teach you from today onwards, what kind of inputs are given there? That also you need to understand. See, there is a general perception about the competitive exams which are being conducted in our country for different posts, different jobs. And tentatively, what do they test? They test your minimum competency of English language. English as a language, mind it well. They may not question you on literature, correct? But they will definitely question you on the better understanding of language, English as a language. And what is the foundation of a language? Okay, already you are all learned. You qualified your intermediate examination and you had English as a subject over there, right? Apart from your own core subjects, of your own stream, of your own faculty. So here, the inputs which are suggested in this particular curriculum are also very adequate, appropriate and simple at the same time. Unit 1 that mainly focuses on the tenses of English. Is it a new area for you? Tenses of English is a new area for you? No. Tenses in English you studied right from the beginning. I hope your teachers of English might have taught you tenses in the 5th standard. Okay? Present tense, past tense, future tense. And again you have, for each of the tenses, you have 4 types. Okay? What is that? Simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. And all 4 are applicable for each of these 3, that is present, past and future. So altogether, how many combinations you study? 12 combinations. Correct? 3 4s are 12. So here, first unit is dedicated for the use of tense, tense dimensions and the types of tenses in English. Now you please tell me, is it a difficult area? When I say, suppose I say one statement in English, in simple present, I teach you English. Means it seems that I am a teacher of English, so I teach you English. Right? When I am going to make it into continuous form, I am teaching you English. Because right now, the action of teaching is going on. Just imagine, I completed my class. What do I say? I have taught you English. Right? Likewise, different formations in the particular context of the tense, we go on changing. And we need that kind of competence also to make such sentences in our personal life when we happen to speak in a language. Whether you speak in Marathi, Hindi or English. Unless you know how to use the tenses properly, will you be legible while talking? No. Suppose you start speaking in one tense, immediately you jump into future, immediately you talk about something past, and there is no proper connection of the tenses. The counterpart will be totally confused. Don't you think so? Yes. The counterpart, whosoever is listener, will be totally confused what exactly you are trying to say. Because he will be jumbled with the combination of tenses that you created having no sense of meaning at all. So here, in the unit 1, you will learn what are the different tenses, of course, present, past and future, plus each will have 4 subcategories. Then tense dimensions, followed by how to use the tense in different contexts, that I will teach you. Then you have unit number 2. Again, it talks about the basics of English language, or any language, I would say, because every language has a number of words called vocabulary, right? How do you decide the richness of a language? The richness of a language is decided based on the quantity of the words, the number of words available in that particular language. Can you anticipate how many number of words may be there in English as a language? No one can say. No one can say. Okay, if you go to the market and you happen to visit some bookshop, you may ask for an Oxford Learner Dictionary or Cambridge Learner's Dictionary or Webster's Dictionary or some thesaurus. That may have around 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs or 2 lakhs of words. But is it the limit? No. See, I am the student of Adarsh College Hingoli. Okay. From schooling to degree, I completed my education in that particular town. And my college, that is Adarsh College Hingoli, has a collection of dictionary. Alphabet A has this kind of size and this much of fatness of the book. Alphabet A, alphabet B, alphabet C, alphabet, just go on, continue it till Z. But only X, Y, Z is having one dictionary. Because X, Y, Z, the number of words are very less. Correct? Whereas other words are definitely so many in number. Then tell me, how many lakhs of words must be there? See, English is a language that has adopted, that has accepted thousands and thousands of words from other languages. From Marathi, Sanskrit, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu. So many words have already entered to the English domain. And all these universities like Cambridge University or Oxford University, they publish a supplement. After a period of time, they publish a supplement in which they mention, they mark the words which are imported from other languages. The words which are imported from other languages, and they provide the specific meaning of that particular word also. So in English you find words from Latin, French, okay, then Dutch language, okay, Scottish language, Indian languages, African languages, American languages, Australian languages. Wherever you go on the surface of the earth, you come across a country and you come across a new language. At least a word or two has been picked up by the English grammarians and linguists from that particular language, and it is adopted in English. Then can we count the numbers? It's a very big task. It may not be possible to a human being to count and enlist the number of words which are either collected or taken up from other languages, and English has that much of richness of the language. How is that richness? Because of the strength of vocabulary. And unit 2, I'll teach you what are synonyms, means the words having similar meaning. What are antonyms, means the word having words having opposite meaning. Then I'll teach you one word substitute. It means a sentence will be given, a group of words will be given, but instead of saying all these many words, only one word is enough to explain that. That is called one word substitute. And finally, I will deal with the words related to various walks of life. We live our life. If you get into the market, you should know the words for vegetables. If you go to a grocery shop, and suppose you are there in Europe or else in America, which language will you use? Of course, English. You should know the various words for the grocery, kirana shop, right? If you go elsewhere, maybe in the very professional place and you are working somewhere in the organization, you are supposed to be familiar with the very sophisticated words which are officially accepted in the formal context. Means formal words, informal words. Depending on the situation, you are supposed to speak in that language. So you should know that vocabulary. So likewise, I'll let you know about the words related to various walks of life. Then we have one more known context of learning, that is degree and question tag. I hope you know positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. All these three types of degrees we learn right in school time, and later you continued with the same for some time. Similarly, you studied the question tag also. Okay, I taught you English grammar, didn't I? Question mark. That's it. This is a kind of example. Likewise, similarly, you have your direct and indirect speech. What is a direct speech? When something is provided with quotation marks, that is a direct speech. How to convert that direct speech into indirect, right? That kind of content is provided here. Parallelly, you have in unit number 3, voice. You have active voice and passive voice. I teach you English. This is an active sentence. Okay? The doer himself is at the subject position, right? I teach you English. So here I can make passive voice in two different ways, because there are two objects. English is taught to you by me. You are taught English by me. Means I am making passive voice. Okay. So that kind of skill you need to develop. And finally, you have one more grammar section on remove to, TOO. So how to remove TOO and replace with some other word, that also I'll let you know. And finally, you have unit number 4, that is essay writing. You know what is essay writing? You know essay writing? What is an essay? ESSAY. In Marathi you call it Nibandha Likhan. Essay writing means Nibandha Likhan. You write essays on different topics, right? Some are analytical, some are interpretative, some are autobiographical, some are based on your own observations, some are on social topics, some are on scientific topics, some are on so on and so on. There is no particular limit for it. Any topic can be the topic of essay. And when you go for UPSC examinations, I hope you know, you are expected to write an essay, especially on current affairs. They can ask you anything. Write an essay on international relations between China and India. Unless you read newspapers daily or regularly, you will not be able to address this. Okay. How India is going to be the international guru, define. Then you are supposed to write India as international guru. How India is occupying that position. you should be able to write it for 1000 words or whatever number of words they suggest, you have to write. So without having information, will you be able to write? No. You have to have the knowledge of it. And how will you get the knowledge? By reading. You will get the knowledge by reading only. Either you should listen to others, those who talk on the topic, or else you yourself should read it on your own and then perceive the things and again reproduce the same in the examination. So essay writing is actually a kind of writing skill. So here you will learn about what is an essay, what are the types of essays in English, and finally I will give you a few tips to write a good essay, a successful essay. Because when will it be good or successful? If you could make your point on a piece of paper and the reader is going to be convinced, whosoever is assessing your essay, he or she should be getting convinced, and then he or she will award you good marks. Then only that essay will be a good essay or adequately, properly written essay, and you are going to justify your own topic. So this is how is the content which is prescribed in your curriculum, in your syllabi for generic elective, which is also called open elective, and the title of your paper is English for competitive exams. So anyhow, I will post it to your WhatsApp group. Okay, I will get your WhatsApp numbers and I will create a group for our own, that is GE English. Okay, and I will provide you the notes, I will provide you video lectures, I will provide you the entire syllabus and everything related to this. Okay, so this is how is the curriculum that you are going to learn. Now I will discuss about the pattern, because examination pattern is also equally important and you should know that right in the beginning. How do you do? See, this paper is having the weightage of 2 credits. How many credits? Only 2 credits. And always remember, credits reflect in the form of classes. If a subject, NEP 2020 subject, any subject that you study, if it has a credit of 2, how many classes will be conducted? Only 2. For GE also, how many classes will I conduct weekly? Only 2. It means how many credits are there? 2 credits are there. Suppose there is any other subject, suppose in second year you will have a major minor kind of thing and each paper is going to be having 4 credits. So how many classes will be conducted? 4 classes will be conducted. So this is how all these things are planned, and of course teaching hours are also 2 here, 2 teaching hours for 2 credits, and of course accordingly the things will take place. As far as the examination is concerned, you will appear for 50 marks examination or your assessment. How is your assessment? 50 marks assessment. Presently, depending on the curriculum book that I have, accordingly I am telling you, because last year also we conducted the classes for the same. They are thinking about some change, but that circular is not yet issued. So whatever is there presently applicable, that I am going to tell you. We will conduct 2 tests in 1 semester. How many? 2 tests. Right now I will tell you, 1 test I will conduct on tenses. Once I complete tenses, I will conduct 1 test for 10 marks. Then I will conduct 1 test after teaching you vocabulary. Once I complete vocabulary, I will conduct your test. So 2 tests are done. 10 plus 10, 20 marks. Then again you have one assignment for 10 marks. What is assignment? Assignment means you can simply say homework. Something to be done at home. That is called assignment, that you can write at your home only. Test you have to write here, but assignment, home assignment you have to write at home in a specific booklet which is available in our college. They charge for 10 rupees, something like that. You have to buy it and write one assignment, that I will tell you what to write there. Generally, whatever is completed, taught in the class, okay, till that time, I used to give that portion only that you should write over there, okay, and that will be for 10 marks. So 10 plus 10 plus 10. What is the total calculation? 30. But 30 mark weightage is not given there. The average of 30 according to 10 valuation is to be drawn. Suppose you earn 10 out of 10 in first test, okay, you earn 7 out of 10 in the second test. What is your total now? 17. And you submitted your assignment and I awarded you 10 out of 10. What is your total now? 27. 10, 7, 10. Total is 27. These marks are out of 30. So I will simply do one thing. I will go for an average, and I will divide everything by 3. 3 tens are 30, खाली 10 येतील. 3 nines are 27, वरे 9 येतील, म्हणजे 10 पैकी तुम्हाला किती पडणार? 9 मार्क पडणार. That is how is the calculation which is done, called providing or awarding average marks based on test 1, test 2, assignment, okay. Total will be according to 30, but later it will be divided by 3 and then the average will be according to 10. So that is how is the valuation. Then in the university examination, okay, local exam is conducted as of now. Local exam, we will let you know based on this topic that what are the questions and how are the questions designed, and we will conduct test over here only, but these marks will be posted to the university and that will be out of 40. That will be out of 40. So we will ask you, questions. 5 questions we will ask in your university exam. How many questions? 5 questions. And they have already designed one particular pattern here, how to ask and what to ask and on what particular unit. Because each unit has to be addressed. How many units are there? 4 units. So I have to design questions on all these 4 units. So your preparation is expected for that, and then based on your preparation, of course, you will get marks over there. But you need not worry. If you attend the classes regularly, if you prepare whatever notes I provide, and you appear for the internal examination, submit me your assignment, and then you also appear for the university exam, you need not worry for anything. Definitely you will get good marks in this particular paper. But mind it well, don't run after marks. Run after qualitative development. If you do qualitative development, automatically you will earn marks. Correct or wrong? Right or wrong? If you run after qualitative development, what will happen? Your quality will reflect in exams and you will automatically get good marks. Okay. So don't just run after marks, work for the subject. Prepare your subject. Okay. Every day you allot your timing, like these are my optional papers, this much of time for preparation. These are my other subjects like compulsory English, IK, then your GE or SEC or second language at the SL class. Okay, you have so many subjects to study, right? So dedicate time for each of them, systematically prepare, systematically appear the exams, and 100% you will get good marks over there. So these are the things that you are supposed to know right in the beginning when we talk about generic elective, which is also called open elective, and the title of our paper is English for Competitive Exams, Paper 1. So, in the next class, I'll immediately begin with Unit 1 and I'll focus on the tenses in English language, followed by the tense dimensions and how to use tenses or the sentences in different contexts and different tenses. So that will be the core of my talk in my next class. Okay, so this is what is there for generic elective today. So I hope you understood whatever discussion I have done so far as generic elective or open elective English for competitive exams as a subject or a paper is concerned.